Goal setting is an absolute crock unless you build this other thing into your team or your business as well. Let me explain. It's the start of a new year. Everyone comes out of the gate so excited about how different they're going to be this year. They get excited about the new goals and the new things that they're going to do in their team or their business. And they get really, really excited about all the changes that they're going to make and the letting go of their old self in the previous year and becoming a new person this year. And don't get me wrong, I love goal setting. It's absolutely necessary if you want to go from here to here. What got you to where you are right now won't get you to where you want to be going. I've literally just finished recording a whole training on goal setting for the start of a new year. But it's only one piece of the puzzle. It's only the first step in actually seeing through the things that you want to see through and creating the change that you want to create in the year. So many people get excited at the start of the year. They set all these new goals and ambitions and things they want to change and do differently. But by February, they're back to their old self. They're back to their old ways, their old patterns, because they don't have a system or process to keep them accountable for continuing to turn up and taking the action they know they need to take in order to move themselves forward for the year. So let me explain. In a webinar I ran last year, I explained a concept called the 6-week sprints. Everyone loved it, and a lot of people have reached out to me and said they're going to actually implement it into their team, their business this year, and I can't wait to see their results. So the concept is really simple. It's a 6-week block, and it keeps you accountable. It means, when people at the start of a year set goals for a year, that's 12 months away. Like, people get really overwhelmed about the change they want to create in a 12-month period. And so they get so overwhelmed about the goals that they've set and the changes that they want to make that they let it go. They get too overwhelmed and they let go of their goal or their vision. So the 6-week sprints or the 6-week block of time is perfect. It's just long enough for you to see whether a strategy or a system or process is going to work and yield results. But it's also short enough where you go, it's only 6 weeks. I can easily do that. Okay, let's do it. So the concept is a 6-week sprint. At the start of the 6 weeks, you get together with yourself or your team and you go, okay, what do we want to achieve in the next 6 weeks? What do we want to play around with? What do we want to try in the next 6 weeks? It might be a new strategy in your team or your business around client happiness. It might be a new strategy around increasing profitability. It might be a new strategy around connecting with clients better. It might be a new strategy around building team happiness or staff retention. It doesn't matter. You set your 3 or 4 goals or 3 or 4 strategies at the start of the 6-week period or start of the 6-week block, and then you take action. You take consistent action in alignment with those strategies for the next 6 weeks. And at the end of the 6 weeks, you're giving yourself an extra 2 weeks, so 8 weeks in total, to actually see and evaluate, did that strategy work? If it worked, great. Do we want to build it in as a full-time system or process? Yes, absolutely. If it didn't work, let it go. 6 weeks is not overwhelming in terms of a time frame where you're not wasting heaps of time on a strategy that's not working. It's quick, sharp, short, snappy. You can get results, or you don't get results and you let it go. So I really encourage you to build 6-week sprints plus a 2-week evaluation period at the end into your team or your business, and let me know how you go.